I'm thinking going out for a weekend, you know. All, shipping out there.
Hi everybody, I hope everybody is doing well today. My name is Cheryl Forehand. I'm one of the group fitness and Pilates instructors here at the JCA. So today we're going to do a little bit of a more contemporary mat workout with a ball and a band. If you don't have either, you can certainly do all the work. You don't need those toys. They're nice to have. If you don't have a ball, in certain exercises or support of the head or neck, you might want to take a small handheld to use, okay? So we're going to get started, and we're going to start with a band. So if you have a normal long band, I'd like for you, this one is crossed, we're going to put it and fold it in half. So it's half distance. We're going to take that band and just start with the hands wider than the hips, palms facing the back. Notice there's no break in the wrist. And inhale as we lift the arms up. As you exhale down, I want you to start to pay attention to where your feet are today. Are they parallel? If not, can you get them so that the hips and knees and second toe are in great alignment? Inhale and exhale. Keeping that band quiet. You are not pulling on it as you move. You're just keeping it nice and taut. The range of motion will depend on how you feel today. Don't force it, just let it flow. Start to integrate your breath. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. One more time, inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. We're going to take that band now and just press it against the hips. The palms come back a little bit more. We're going to simulate some chest expansion from the reformer work. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press back. Just lift to your chest now, and then press back. And one more time, we add the rest of the exercise. Hold it. Turn your head to your left. Take a breath. Cervical rotation is added for good posture. Head back to the center. Release those arms. And exhale, press and hold. Turn your head to the right. Breathe all the way to the left. Head back to the center. Small release. And 2 more sets. Press back, hold. Turn to the left. Breathe as you turn to the right. Head back to the center. Again, last one, and press. Think about looking out the car window with very good posture. That's what we're practicing. And up. Now bring that up, and I want you to give me some nice lateral flexion. Notice the arms are not moving separately. It's just the rib cage. And take a big inhale here. Feel the ribs expand. Exhale, come back up. Inhale over to the other side. And up. Inhale over, keeping the hips, the feet, and the knees nice and quiet. Breathe. And one more set. Go over. And over to finish that up. A nice lateral flexion of the spine to warm up. And back to the center. Now we're going to hold this right here at the ribs, at the bottom of the sternum. And I want you to rotate. Come back in. Keep those palms nice and straight. You're not pulling on the band. It's simply taut. As you feel the ribs rotate only. You can see the wrinkles in my shirt as I rotate, and that's what your goal is, not letting the hips. If my hips go with me, I don't have that rotation. And we're working the obliques and back. Rotation of the spine. And last one, rotate, finish it up even, rotate to your right, and center and down. Just one more set, nice and easy. Let's take that band behind us now. It should be right up under those glutes. Again, find a tautness, arms wide, and we're just gonna press back with the palms, straight palms, straight arms. Inhale, opening up the pecs, but more importantly, waking up the posterior shoulder. Breathe, because we are all Technologically, our postures suffer in roundness in the upper back, upper traps get tight, and this helps us open up in the beginning. Last one. Beautiful. Take your band, come back to that front, and we're going to roll down nicely from standing. Come all the way to the end of your mat. Take a breath, arms up to the top. Take a breath, dive forward, and let the arms dangle. So you've got tautness in the band, but you're letting the spine hang, you're letting the arms decompress, and then stack up one vertebrae up at a time. Reach those arms straight up, and exhale, dive forward. One last time, stack it up nice. Reach those arms up, and as you dive forward, find that deep hamstring stretch. Soften your knees if you need to. Lower the band to the floor. Take your hands to the floor, bend your knees, and we will gracefully come down to the mat. Leave your band right there because we'll come back to it, I promise. Taking a nice deep breath, let's take the ball to the center of our ribs and wake up some thoracic extension. Finishing up our 4 movements of the spine for warm-up. So thread through your fingers, thumbs extended, support the base of your head, and let the head get heavy. Now when we let the head get heavy, the hands don't move. Your hands are supported, and your head just relaxes into those hands, and it helps wake up the low abdominals. Curl up just a little bit more, let the head relax. See if you can feel a little wake up here in the transverse. From here, elbows stay quiet. We don't want the elbows out wide. Here we want to extend and get access to the thoracic vertebrae and extend. Exhale. If my arms are out wider, I'm limited on how far I can extend because the shoulder blades come together and lock the access to those vertebrae. And what we're trying to do is access those. If we were doing a pec stretch, the arms out wide are perfect. Breathe. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, look at your knees. Take your legs out. Flex your feet, zip the legs. We're going to take the arms out and we're going to roll up. A nice easy roll up to start with. Taking the ball, we're going to leave them onto the side. Curl back down and bring your ankles under the knees, and your knees are in line with the ASIS bones. Let's do some bridging. Tip the pelvis. Roll up, push through your feet. Find one vertebrae at a time as you start to use that mobility of the spine we just accessed. Take a nice deep inhale here. Feel the chest relax. Exhale, articulate down, one vertebrae at a time. See if you can find the mid-back by drawing the ribs in a little closer. Breathe through that, exhaling, emptying the lungs, allowing those vertebrae to have space. Lengthen out, come back to neutral spine. We're going to do 3 more of those. Tip the pelvis, push through the feet. Don't hurry up, we're articulating up. So that means one vertebrae at a time, we're rolling up. Imagine you have a pearl necklace with spacers between each pearl. Your vertebrae are the pearls. You want to get each one and lengthen those spacers. Draw those ribs together. Breathe through. Find length in that lovely necklace. Lay the pelvis down. 2 more. Exhale. Tilt. Roll up. Joe Pilates said we are only as old or as young as our spine. So we could be 20 with a spine of an 80-year-old, or we can be 80 with the spine of a 20-year-old. So mobility of the spine is key in the Pilates work for quality of life. Last one, tip the pelvis, roll the way up. Take a nice deep breath at the top and exhale as you come down. One vertebrae at a time. Don't forget, don't rush. Feel each pearl coming down and lengthen. Take the arms up to the ceiling. We're going to add our abdominal curls here, our chest lifts. So we curl up, relax through the shoulders, let the arms fall lower. When we tend to leave them high, there's constriction here at the neck and the shoulders. They're trying to keep you up. Let them relax. Look at the knees. Feel that that wakes up just a bit more. Inhale, come back down. Reach behind you without arching your back, or only go as far as you can with a stable spine. Exhale. Inhale, come back down. Integrate that breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to progress to the 100. So the first beginning 100, the feet can stay on the floor. You can then lift up the knees in tabletop, go to the ceiling, or go out 45 degrees. So today, I'm going to take you through that progression. You find where you want to start or retract. Exhale, curling up. We begin to pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep looking at your knees. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vigorous pump, nice breathing going on. You have 2 more sets. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, hold. Bend the knees, come all the way down. Reach those arms behind you, drop the feet down. Lengthen those legs all the way out in front of you. Flex at the ankles. Zip the legs up, rolling up. Lift the arms. Exhale, look at your feet, and slowly roll up. We want to take the momentum out of our roll-ups. So we're going to start with a little bit of ball to wake up the pelvis and the abs, and then I'm going to take it away because we're playing with band today. So we're going to tuck through the pelvis and find that nice support in the low back. This should wake up. So from here, you're going to inhale, curl. Exhale, keep the abdominals pushing back. Low back should never leave that ball. In fact, it's pushing in even more now. Curl, exhale, and exhale. Good. Hopefully you're starting to wake up. Exhale, transverse abdominals, one of your core muscles. The legs zip together, activate your pelvic floor, which is another core muscle. The breathing is your diaphragm, and the back, the multifidi, is your 4th core muscle. Those make up your core. And come all the way up and stack it up tall. We'll get rid of that ball, and we're going to take the band and undo it and place it behind one foot. Make sure that it's wide and not too tight. Have it along the ball of the foot. So from here, we're going to hold this band and we're going to curl down. The other foot can be pointed or flexed, whatever you feel good. And I want you to lift that leg today. We're not using the arms. This actually will give you a little bit of sense of control as you roll up and down. So curl, relax those shoulders. So we are not pulling ourselves up. Make sure those elbows don't get to bend, and exhale. And come back and exhale up. 2 full breaths. Exhale down. Exhale up. So grab those inhales on the middle and come all the way down. Now you can bend the elbows and let the legs drop. Slide the other foot in. Make sure it's nice and wide and flat. You also don't want to choke up on that band, because the minute I choke up, I'm in my shoulder joint. I'm taking it away from the abdominal work. So just a little tautness, that's all you need. Sit up tall, foot can be flexed or pointed, whatever you like this today, and tuck the pelvis and let that leg raise up. From here, exhale. So the arms are just extensions of your body. You're using the torso, the ribs towards the hip, to activate those low abdominals, not the arms. And how are we doing? I hope good. Add 2 more, and last one, and come all the way up. Lovely. Both feet are going to come in, and from here, we're just going to use this. If you have trouble rolling up, this is a nice way to start to learn it. flex, and lay the spine down all the way. Lift the chin without bending, no pulling allowed. You lift your chin and lift each one of those vertebrae that we warmed up with bridging as you come all the way up nicely. So from here we're going to play a little bit. Bend the knees. You'll be on your heels so that the band, make sure your knees aren't so bent that they get in the way of the band. And we're going to cross that band today. We're going to do some upper body with some core work, integrating both of them. I do like to multitask. Curl, come back. So there is our abdominal connection. There is our flexion. You want to make sure that this is pulled in as if that ball is back there and you're pressing on the ball. Going into rowing. Make sure that elbow is slightly above the wrist, because if you're here, you're in the shoulder joint. Lift, row, lift, row, breathe. Now see, my left foot turned out, so I had to make a correction to make sure I stayed parallel. So check your body form. 2 more. And last one, hold it, roll all the way up. We're gonna do a little biceps now. So you can keep them crossed, that makes it a nice extra challenge. Lift those up, curl back, and bend, soften the knees, biceps, and breathe, breathe. And 3, 2, and hold, roll all the way up, stack it up. From here, we're gonna do a little water skier. So we're gonna bend again. We're gonna take them over to one side. The other arm is just going to rotate out as we hold this band quiet, and we're gonna curl back and rotate. Come back up. I'm gonna do the other side so you can see it more clearly as we start. So we're curling back and I'm reaching back. Exhale, rotate. Come halfway up. Tuck that pelvis, reach, rotate the ribs. You'll know if you're leaning, if your body goes outside that frame of the mat. So we want to be very aware that we're in rotation and not lateral flexion. Obliques. 2 more. Breathe, open, in, come up. This work is very specific and controlled. It is not fast. All the way up, 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 up. Other side. So hopefully you got that front side to see me. We're going to curl back. Rotate the ribs. Now notice my arm with the band is not bending. I'm curling and I'm coming up. I'm using all of my core muscles and rotation of the oblique system. And curl. Inhale. Exhale. Come up. Curl. Rotate. In and come up. One more curl. Rotate. In and come all the way up. Lovely. So let's now take them open. Let's do another roll down. Tip the pelvis, roll all the way down, and lengthen. Take one leg out. Leave it long. Lift the other leg straight up. And we're going to do some hamstring stretches, getting ready for leg circles. So from here, I want you to bend and stretch. As you stretch, reach the heel to the ceiling. My elbows are anchored into the mat. So I'm not using the shoulders. Reach. I'm also not choked up way up here because I don't want to use the shoulder joint. This is hamstrings. One more time. And hold. Point through that foot. Take the band in, both bands in the hand. Cross over to the other side. IT band stretch. If you get too tight, it's going to roll on the foot, so don't let that band be too tight. Internally rotate. Bring that leg towards that shoulder. Flex and point. Flex and point. Good. Flex. Point one more time. Breathe. Bring that leg in towards that shoulder a little more. You don't want to go over there for a glute stretch. This is IT band and lateral lower foot. Bring that leg back to the center, and let's change legs. It's a nice switch over. Good. Now, while you're doing this, make sure your pelvis doesn't move. The tailbone doesn't come up. The leg is not bringing you in up here, or we lose the connection of the abdominals. So holding both bands, bend and straighten. Heel goes to the ceiling. Don't worry if you can't straighten that leg. If you need to be out here to straighten it, that's what I'd like. There you get your full hamstring potential, and eventually those fascial lines will open up and you can go straight to the ceiling. If we bring that leg in any further and the pelvis comes up, we're actually turning off the abdominals and we're putting a little stress on the back. If you want to stretch the back, the bent knee and pulling in is the way to go so that you're not overworking those back muscles. From here, both bands into the other arm. Internally rotate. Let that leg cross, foot in line with the shoulder. Good. Bring it in towards the shoulder if you want more stretch. Then flex and point. Flex and point. Both of your pelvises are on the mat. You are not rolled up at all. And last one. See if you can bring it a little closer now. Yeah. Opening up that fascial line, IT band to lower lateral leg. Take that foot out, and from here, lengthen that leg. We're going to go into grabbing our ball, because I do like this for the hip mobility, lifting our hips and place this between the waist and tailbone. It will be a quick series today. Again, we are looking for those legs to be directly over the hip. If you come in further, can you see how my pelvis tilted? The abdominals, the core turned off. We want neutral spine, so stabilize that and leave it as long as you can. Good, so leg circles, small, 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 and small. Good, breathe, and reverse. So inhale, exhale as you circle. Keep that breath going, and 3, and 2, and last one. Bend that knee, drop it down, lift the other one up. Small circles, circle. I am looking to make sure that your pelvis is not shifting. Nothing is moving from your hip sockets to your head. Reverse, inhale, circle. The ball is quiet, yes? Yes, of course it is. 2 more. And last one. Let's bend that, soften it, bring it in, lift both up. With a pointed foot, let's just go into a nice little scissor. Now, we can't scissor towards us as much as we can go down. That's your natural extension and flexion. But lower where you can, and again, without the pelvis shifting. If we keep that pelvis quiet, you're working core. Breathe. And last one. Heels together, toes apart, flex at the ankles. Let's stretch that long adductor and the medial hamstring. Point, come back in, flex, because we're getting ready to go into our series of 5. We love those so much. And point, exhale. So everybody is ready to do that work. One more time. And open and point and in. Bend the knees, drop a foot, lift your hips, come down, and you should go right into neutral spine very nicely. Hopefully that feels good. You should have a little low gap back here in the back, and we want to keep that. We don't want that pressing in the back into the ground, because again, then we lose that lumbopelvic stability and the core work. So keep that neutral. Lift the legs up into tabletop one at a time. Let's go back and do 2 chest lifts like we did with the 100. Exhale, curl up so you can find that space again. Relaxing the shoulders, eye gaze, arms. Come back down. And one more time, hold it here. Take one leg out. Take your hand to the inside of the knee, outside ankle, right above. Your goal is to pull towards you, or as you progress and make the work harder, you don't pull. You're just there as guiding it into the frame of your body. Exhale, switch. Single leg stretch. The stretch is in the hip extending. Reach and reach and reach and reach and reach. Breathe. 4, 4. Breathe. 3, 3 and 2. 2. Last one. Knees in. Double leg stretch. Hands here. Eye gaze to the knees. Inhale, not letting the upper body move. Extend. Exhale, circle. 5 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle. Inhale, extend. I lost count, so we're going to do one more. And hold. One leg goes straight up, the other straight out. Single straight leg stretch. If your hamstrings are tight, feel free to hold here. Pulse for 2. Switch. Keep the upper body lifted. Two more sets. And up. Bend the knees. Slowly come down. Take that moment. Turn your neck side to side. Release any tension through those scalenes around the neck. Center. Thread those fingers. Thumbs for the last 2 of the series of 5. Elbows. Also known as the ab series. Elbows where you can see them. Remember, we don't want to open up here. We want to be able to curl up. So I'm going to start with double femur arcs because I like to turn off the hip flexors before you do double straight legs. Let the legs float. Exhale, pull up. Be mindful that your upper body does not move, that it's quiet, it's lifted, you feel the ribs drawn together. Breathe. Hopefully you're waking up right here between the belly button and the pubic bone. Exhale. One more. Exhale. If you feel good here, you can extend the legs. If you want to continue double femur arcs instead of double straight legs, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale, curl. There is no movement of the pelvis. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, drop. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, drop, and hold. Bend the knees for crisscross. Armpit, not your elbow, reaches to the opposite knee. Lift up. Take that leg out. Switch. Two more sets. Last set. Knees in, come down. Drop the feet. Hands by your side, spine twist, let both knees drop. I'm going to have you keep your head and neck center. I want you to find the inhale and the spinal rotation. Exhale, using your abdominals to bring you back. Breathe. So sometimes I get asked, how come we do different number of reps by exercise? Well, the way that Joseph Pilates created this is the more advanced work, the harder work, or the more sensitive to possibly losing form, you have less reps. He preferred that you do less and do it controlled and correct than more. Most of the moves have a max of 10, with the exception of some of the reformer room moves like footwork. So just in case you were wondering, why did we only do 6 of one and 10 of another? And exhale. Control is the key in Pilates. And from here, we're just going to roll over to our side. Grabbing your band again. And we're going to take the band and wrap it around the top foot. Again, wide and open. Taking that band in both hands, lay on your side, and I'm going to ask you to lay down here or here. Use a towel if you need. Take the band, tuck it under the other knee, and let it rest. From here, you've got something to hold on to, and you're going to lift and lower. Right away, we should go into our abductors, right here. Notice the foot is parallel. I'm not turned out or turned in yet. So find those true abductors working, glute min and glute max. Or I'm sorry, glute min and glute med. Keep the waist lifted. Breathe and little pulse and pulse and pulse and pulse and hold. Turn it out now. Drop the heel, drop the heel, drop the heel, drop the heel. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it parallel. Kick forward and kick back. It's a very small one because you have the band giving you some resistance, which sort of emulates using the reformer. And pull, and pull, and pull. Hold it back with a flex foot, heel circles. Circle, circle, circle. I hope that you're feeling this right in here. If you are, that's exactly our goal. Reverse and circle and circle and circle and circle. 3, 2. Oh, last one. Now we've got a fun one. Internal rotation. You have a little crease here. Don't go above that crease. Press, 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 press. Keep the hips stacked. You're not rolling forward. 3, 2. Oh, yes. And rest. Take that band out. And good. We're going to come into a little bicycle without the ball today. So knees are stacked to start. I want you to lift equal space between the knee and the foot. Ensure that your waist is lifted so you're in neutral spine here. Take that leg out, come back behind you, point through that foot, bend at the knee, reach up. Flex at the ankle, reach. Come back. Hips don't move. Pelvis is quiet. You're moving out of the hip socket only. And reach, point, come in. And reach and point and hold it back. Reverse. Forward and bend. Push that heel back. Point, forward, bend. Push that heel back. Point, forward, bend, and come in and lower down. Nice. We're going to take those legs straight, roll over to the front of our body for some extension. We started with extension with the ball to open up our spine. So from here, keep your ball handy as well. You want it close by. We're going to do some fun stuff. I would like for your forehead resting. Take your palms behind you and your legs are together. If your low back gives you issues, let your feet and legs come out a little wider. Lift the heart, lift the arms, lift the legs. Lower all the way down. Lift everything up and pump, pump, pump. A little dart. 4, 3, 2, 1, come down. Now caution, as you lift up, you should not be looking at the wall. That puts compression on the back of the neck. You should be looking towards the front of your mat. It's the heart lifting, not the head. Pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, 1, come down. Can you feel the glutes engage here? Lift up, pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold, come down. One more time and lift. Pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold, come all the way down. From here, come up onto your elbows. Lift your belly away from the mat for a single leg kick. Look towards the front of the mat, not the wall. I want the heart lifted, not the neck thrown back. Kick, 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 and lift. So we're 2 kicks now. Kick, kick, point, extend. You could point and flex, whatever you like. Kick, kick. That makes it pretty. Kick, kick, whatever you like. Kick, kick, reach. 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 Last one, kick, kick, and come down. Now double leg kick. Lay on one facial cheek, bring your fingers behind you, let the elbows fall. Rest. We're going to kick for 3 with flexed ankles. 1, 2, 3. Point, extend, lift. Come to the other facial cheek. 1, 2, 3. Extend. And come down. 1, 2, 3. Extend. Come down. 1, 2, 3. Extend. Last set. 1, 2, 3. Extend. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Extend. Come down. Hands under your shoulders. Come back into a nice child's pose. And stretch. Grab your ball. We're going to see if we can be creative here. And place the ball between your ankles. Again, if you don't have one and you have a towel, it's perfectly fine. You should be able to hold it as you come down. Fold your hands. Lay your forehead on the hands or on top of each other. Flex at the ankle. Point. Find your 2 front ASIS bones. Use these as a tactile to make sure they don't shift through the work. And ensure that the low back does not move. We're going to flex the feet and just lift the thighs barely off the mat and come down. It might be 1 inch. It may be 1/2 inch. But watch my low back when I come up too much. It moves. So we don't want that. We want this all in the glutes and the hamstrings. So lift and lower, lift and lower, Lift the thighs lower and hold. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, hold. Lower the thighs. Keep the feet flexed. Extend the legs. Pull back in. Little hamstring work. The ball is going to make it very interesting because the ball wants to shift as you have a difference between both legs. 2 more. Don't let those front hip bones shift. 1 more time. Hold it here. 1 more set. Lift, lift, lift. Find this glute max, hamstrings. 3, 2, hold it up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. There you go. You found it. 4, 3, 2, hold. Lower the thighs. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Good. Extend and bend. Keep those abdominals pulled up. Don't get relaxed on the mat. 2 more. Beautiful. 1 more. And hold. Grab that ball behind you. Open up your knees. Grab your front of your feet for a nice stretch. Now, here is your first level. Pull those feet into the hands. Can you feel the thigh stretch? Yes. So you don't have to do the second part. If you want the second part, push through and lift up. And come back down, relax. 1 more time. Push into the hands, lift the heart, and come down. Lower the legs, hands in, and come all the way back. And now we get to go to the other side for sideline. So seated, we're going to take the band. Remember, it's wide, right across the ball of the foot. Even up our band so we have it equal. Lay on our side all the way today. Hand supported or arm. Take the band under that bottom leg. Make sure that that top leg is straight out. Make sure that that foot is parallel. And I want you to lift and lower. Now he may wake up pretty quickly because the one you lay on is working isometrically. So this side got a lot of work already. And breathe. Isometric means the muscle works, but he doesn't move. 3, and 2, and hold. Now I want you to externally rotate and press down. Press. Woo! We get into the hip rotators right here. And press, and press, and press, and press, and hold. Back to parallel. Just a kick and a pull back. You can't kick far. Not as far as you would. Not as far as you would if you didn't have the band. And 1 more time. Hold it back and heel circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, and reverse, circle, 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 and hold. We're going to take it now, internally rotate, press down. Make sure that leg is still straight. It's not veered forward on you. And in, not above the crease. Yes, hopefully all of this is woken up. Last one, and down. Take your foot out. Let's get into a little bicycle here. Knees are bent, space between the ankles and knees. Take that leg out, flex, and then point. And draw in, and out, and pull back. Draw in, and 1 more in this direction. Pull back, draw in, reach out, pull in, reverse. Watching my ankles are shifting from a point to a flex, which is typically what we do in bike riding. So let your body find that naturally and come in. Rest, take your arm, and I just want you to glide yourself all the way up to a seated position. As we get ready to turn this workout to a finish, we're going to come on to all fours. Knees under. So we played with some bands and balls today. And I want you to think of tucking the pelvis only, watching your ribs. Versus this, you want to start with the pelvis first. There's your abdominal connection. When you get to there, then you can add. But if we bypass the pelvic tilt, we have bypassed that core connection. And round, and back in, 2 more. Tuck the pelvis, round the spine. And back to flat. 1 more time. Tuck the pelvis, round, round, round. And come in. Take 1 foot out. Take the other foot out for some planking and pull backs. So we're going to get nice and situated and lift 1 leg. Press the other heel away and 1, 2, 3. Drop, lift. 1, 2, 3. Drop. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen through your spine. 1, 2, 3. Drop. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Lift your tailbone up. Take a moment, walk your hands in a bit, get a nice pike, lower the heels, lift the heels, lower, lift, lower, lift. Let's walk those heels out. Take a moment not to let the head hang, but look at your alignment from your ankle, knee, and hip. What happens when your knee bends? Is it going inward, outward, or straight? And our goal is straight, yes? And drop. Walk your hands in. Hopefully your band is close by. If not, I'll let you get it when we stand up. And we're slowly going to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. And then take our band to where we started into a half fold. With our heels together, toes apart, we're going to take it where we had it, a little wider. Feel the pecs open, shoulder blades drawn. We're going to do a nice little plie bend, straighten. Plie bend, plie squats, and out. Just feeling the energy, and feel the low legs, the low ankles. And hold it here. I want you to let the arms swing without pulling on the band. It's taut. Good. And then swing around and see how those shoulders now feel. Hopefully a little mobile than when we started. And we'll swing in the opposite direction, up for a round. Don't forget this lovely breathing you have, integrated, and all the way down. Press back, turn your head, see if it feels a little looser than when we started. And back to the center. I hope that everybody has a great day. Thank you for joining me. Whether you join me on Thursday night or another day to look at the video, have a great week, be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.